Cancercize with Renee B. Today we're going to do just some upper body work because my legs are still feeling it from the other day, but it's all good. And so we're just going to start with a warm-up. So just have like a regular size set of weights, like I'm going to try mine with 5 pounds. We're just going to do some upper body stuff, basic stuff that we've done before. Not a big deal. Oh, goodness. I'm tired. I had a very busy day yesterday and really wiped my energy, and I should have taken a nap, but I didn't. So, paying for it today, but it's okay. I have Thursday and Friday off, so I can rest then, right? Chemo day. I was talking to a friend of mine's husband last night, and you know, she is a survivor. She just had it like 3 years ago, and hers was way worse than mine. Like, originally diagnosed as stage 4, then downgraded to a 3, but she had tumors just everywhere, and hers was very aggressive, and so they had to, you know, they gave her 5 chemo meds. And he's up. And so, you know, she would get hit, and then she'd be just down and out for the count for days. And we're just talking about how lucky I've been that thankfully I only had to be on 2. And so far, you know, it hasn't hit me too bad with some of the weird effects like neuropathy and swelling of the legs and stuff like that. I haven't had too much of that at all. So I know I've been lucky for that. But as far as my energy levels go and my positive attitude, I think a lot of it is because of this, because of the working out. I just truly believe that because I know what kind of person I was before I started working out and how my personality changed over the years, and I've become more positive a person when I started working out and taking care of myself. And that's huge, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm also getting through the chemo a little easier than some. But again, I'm only on 2 meds. I only have to do 4 treatments, and mine's not as severe as others. Now, it's funny because we can all be diagnosed with the exact same tumor classification or whatever, but every single person is different, and it's your story and how it affects you. This is how it is, okay? So there's no one and no difference. I mean, there's a huge difference between all of us. That's why we all have our own stories and our own struggles and our own way of getting through this, but I really believe that just doing these at least 10-minute exercises every day has made a huge difference in my attitude and, again, my strength of getting through this. So, all right, should be warmed up adequately. So let's grab some weights, okay? And feet hip width distance apart, knees relaxed, abs in. Like, pull that belly back to your spine, shoulders relaxed. We're going to start with some simple hammer curls. So we're going to do the full length ones. Palms facing each other. Don't super grip those weights. If all you have are 2 cans of soup, do it. Any type of resistance is great. If you're not even able to do that yet, just doing the simple motion but contracting, concentrate on contracting those muscles, your biceps right here, is huge, okay? I'm not really counting today either. I got a lot to do before I go to work today. Yes, yes. Trying to make my upper body as sore as my lower body. No, it's okay. We're going to get a little bit of balancing too as we do some of this upper body work. So if you need a chair, you should have one handy. All right, let's do 2 more. 2, 1. All right, shake those shoulders out. My favorite, we're going to do the side bend, and you want to keep your hand close to your body, like you're rubbing your leg there, down to your knee. I just love this one for my obliques because it was one I could do without weights shortly after my mastectomy surgery, and noticed it was making a difference. Like within a week, it was already starting to give me that hourglass shape, and you know, defining that I actually had a waist. So, and when you add the weights, it just adds a little more resistance to it, so you get a better, deeper bend. Breathing, right? You guys talking to your doctor, making sure that it's okay to work out. Yes. Listening to your body. If your weights are too light and you're just flying through this, then pick up heavier weights. That's what your body's trying to tell you. If the 5 pounds like I'm using and it's feeling like it's exhausting you, it's time to go down to 3 or 2 or 1 pound or Kansas soup or none, and just do this with just your own resistance of your own body, okay? Listen to your body. Hydrating. If you guys are drinking lots of water, I hope, because water will help you with your workout and helps get your oxygen going through your body like the workouts do. All important things. If you're on chemo meds like I am, you need to make sure you keep those oxygen levels going through and the blood pumping and the water clearing out a lot of that stuff in our systems that we don't need. All right, let's do 2 more. 2, 1. All right. Now, elbows tucked in, hands lightly gripping, palms facing each other, and we're going to do rotator cuff, okay? Abs in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep those elbows tucked in and those shoulders down. Don't have them up by your ears, okay? That's counterproductive. You want to. All right, let's do 2 more. 2, 1. All right, we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So now you can pull your shoulders up and release. That feels so good to me. Woo, it feels really good. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Focus on something positive. Surround yourself with positive people. It's one of the first things my doctor, the first surgeon, told me when I went in for my first, consultation. And she just flat out said, you need to get rid of those negative people in your life and those negative thoughts and those negative things. And she goes, like the neighbor that always gives you a hard time about your trash can not being lined up at the street right. You just need to ignore them and not be a part of that. So a big part of when I was diagnosed, there was just a few handful of people, let's say 2 or 2, that I told. And that was on purpose of who I wanted to know, because I needed positive people to know, not negative, not people who were going to turn it in about them or who were going to feel sorry for me. I needed positive people to know. So I'd only share with just a few people in my family, and that was it. Okay, so we're going to do a tricep kick back. You're going to pull up, and then we're going to kick it back. Now keep this part of your body stable, okay, until you're here. Stretch it out, pull it up. Okay, all right? So that's why I didn't tell a lot of people, because I have friends in my life that are naturally negative people, or there's people in my life that really don't care. They just like to do things with me, like go dancing, or when we go out for wine outings and stuff like that. Or some friends of mine are just like my foodie friends that we do that kind of thing with. But there's only a handful of good friends that I knew would be supportive and helpful. And that's all who needed to know. And if I wasn't going to do chemo, I would have never told anybody, honestly. But since chemo, you lose your hair and it does all kinds of crappy stuff to your body. Yeah. So that's why I publicly announced it on my social media. Mostly also, too, because my family back in Arizona was telling people. Because I guess sometimes you feel like you have to share that news and have other people pray with you, or, whatever. So anyway, the only time I ever talked about it was on my blog. My blog wasn't really public. It was just strictly on WordPress. And I'm going to do 2 more. 2, 1. Okay, switch it out. So I actually had a whole cyber world of friends and strangers that were supporting me too. Again, same motion. You don't want to bend. You don't want to move that upper part of your body there. So yeah, so that was like my safe place to kind of vent about it, because you don't want to talk about it all the time, and you don't want it to define you. I mean, yeah, it's changing your life. Absolutely, cancer does that to you. That diagnosis immediately changes your whole life. Changes your thought process, changes your mindset, changes your body, obviously. And yeah, but it doesn't need to be, hey, my name's Renee, I have cancer. What's your story? I mean, it can be if you're like in a support group, but I didn't want my life to be defined by it. I didn't want people feeling sorry for me, and I mostly didn't want unsolicited advice on how to deal with my cancer. I'm a fairly intelligent person. I mean, I'm reasonably intelligent. I know how to research and ask questions. I have friends who have been through this before me that their advice was a little more sound. As far as like what to expect from some things. But everybody's story is different. Like I said, even if you're diagnosed with the same cancer, we all have different bodies and different mindsets, so it is different. Okay, let's do 2 more. 2. I'm just going until my body gets fatigued, sorry. That's why there's no counting. Okay, so this is where we're going to do some balancing. We're going to get a stable surface, bend those knees, lift up that knee, and we're going to do opposite knee, opposite arm, okay? Actually, let's just do one side at a time. We'll stay balanced better that way. So, you know, there were a couple of people who spilled the beans. Kind of upset me a little bit because there were some people I just didn't want to know. And then when they're telling people that I didn't want to know, it kind of hurt my feelings. So I was like, well, which friends can't I trust now? That's kind of my biggest issue. But eventually you just get over it. But you truly do. Don't you really find out who your friends really are? I mean, I think a lot of it is also people don't know how to talk to you anymore because they do feel sorry for you, or they don't know what to say or what to do. And everything always says, just tell your friends exactly what you want them to do. Well, that's hard for me because I'm always the caregiver. I'm always the one being the thoughtful one. All right, 2 more. 2, 1. Switch it out. Okay, get that balance first. Abs in. Watch my time here. Here we go. Probably be our last exercise. And so it's hard for me to ask my friends to do things for me. You know? And what's harder for me is because I expect my husband to do things, and I expect him to do things that he's never really done before, and that's just a ridiculous expectation. So you got to keep that balance and that check, and you got to give up some of that pride of always being able to take care of yourself and take care of others. And no, it's been an interesting learning process. Getting negative people and negative thoughts out of my life. You know, I don't want people feeling sorry for me because I don't need all that extra attention. I just need people to just be my friends like normal. I've had a couple really step up and go way out of their way and more supportive than. And you need that too. You need those couple of good close friends that truly know what's going on in your head. And they're willing to sit through your moodiness and your weirdness. Okay, so weights down. Enough lecturing from me. Just sharing where my heart's at. Let's start with just a simple stretch. Okay? So, you guys, you need to subscribe to my YouTube page. You need to share it with others. And more people, the better. I want to help as many as I can. Really have a goal to get those subscriptions up. So I need your help doing that. So I know you watch it on my YouTube or on my Facebook page. But I would really like it if you subscribe to the YouTube page. So I'm on Facebook as Cancercize with Renee B. Public page. You can come, be my friend, share your cancer story, share and let me know if you're getting any results from working out with me, or any encouragement, or if you're getting inspired, or if you think I need to do more changes or whatever. I'm gonna run out of time, and I've already run out of time. We'll see if I can get this up. Okay. So YouTube says I can do more than 15 minutes, but when I post it off of here, it tells me I can't. I went too long. Sorry. Shoulder rolls. All right. Hope I can get this posted in full entirety. But I love you guys. You're stronger. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for letting me vent. I'll see you tomorrow.